2018 was unusually favorable for fruit growers. Trees are weighed down with fruit. The Eat Wisely, Know What You Eat team visited Poland's fruit basket. That's the Sandomierz region. It turns out that the impressive harvest is not necessarily all good news.
Ubiegły rok był przemarzłe wiśnie, jabłka.
Last year we had frosts. We lost the cherries, the apples. We had losses. This year we have overproduction. We also have losses. How are we to get out of this? We lose either way. This is the second year in a row. My neighbor was here. He had some 3-kilogram baskets of fruit from our Sandomierz region. He was not asking much, I think 6 loties for a 3-kilogram basket, but it turned out he couldn't sell them. There was no one who wanted to buy. So what are we to do? I just don't know. I just don't know how we will ever get out of this. I don't know. Young people, I heard, go to Germany to pick apples, vegetables and other things. There is much more money for this there. But I don't know. I just don't know. We're in the same European Union. Other countries have no problems with sales. The French and the Germans have no problems with selling their fruit. I don't hear about this here. I just don't understand all this.
Tam nie mają problemu ani Francuzi, Niemcy ze sprzedażą swoich tych owoców czy warzyw. Nie słychać. Ja tego po prostu nie mogę zrozumieć.
How to sell products when there is a glut? The market reality is that prices fall, sometimes below the costs of production. But to sell is one thing, but to convince the consumer that our local food is better is quite another. To succeed, you have to have initiative, you have to have an idea, and that's something entirely.
Przede wszystkim te produkty, żeby były świeże i z pierwszej ręki. I sprawdzone, przykładowo kupując od pana, będę wiedział, że kupiłem od...
The most important thing is that our products are fresh and can be bought directly from the producer. This is tried and tested. For example, if I buy from you, I know I am buying from Jan Kowalski, who lives in a specific place, who invites me to his home. I can pick my own, for example. I think this is the best way. But there's too few opportunities. The grower should say, I'm not offering what you can get from the supermarket. Come to my garden, to my orchard, to my allotment, and take advantage of this. These are not apples or other fruits that you can buy in the supermarket. Supermarket products must be appropriately conserved. That means chemicals. What we produce here can be consumed directly. You can pick from the tree and eat tasty. Ours is better because here on the Sandomierz upland we have a climate that is 2 to 3 degrees warmer than surrounding areas. This is why the apples here are sweeter. This is why vineyards have been built here and why wines have a unique taste. There's nothing better than your own regional, local. Today, wherever you are in Europe, you can find something local to eat. We have many societies in our municipalities, many enterprising people, especially women, who can make anything from local products. It's not just apple or carrot cakes, but zucchini cakes. These days, it's possible to make almost anything without great investment. Key thing is that it's natural.
Z czegoś małego zrobić coś wspaniałego, przy małym nakładzie i przede wszystkim naturalnie.
Aby pomóc rolnikom, potrzebne są...
Helping farmers means having new ideas, sometimes even scientific research. Professor Danuta Konopacka is making use of a kitchen incubator to do some innovative research. Can we make raisins from cherries? Will they be sweet enough? It turns out this is not so straightforward.
Większość polskich owoców jest nieco za kwaśna, żeby bezpośrednio po suszeniu mogła być konsumowana. I w przypadku wiśni, jeżeli...
Most Polish fruit is a bit too sour to be eaten when dried. That's also the case with cherries, but if we soak the cherry for about an hour in sugar syrup, it takes on more sugar and tastes like a raisin once dried. I think that the Polish cherry has a great future as the raisin from the north. It's full of cherry taste and aroma. It smells beautifully and tastes like a raisin. We had a European Union project which enabled us to check whether our Polish raisin cherry could compete with real raisins. Consumers in Holland and France decidedly chose muesli with added Polish cherries, so it's something that is a real opportunity. It could find its place on the market, but lots of promotion is needed because this will be a luxury product. First, we had to remove the pips, then soak in sugar for a specified period of time. Next, we laid out the cherries on netting. It was drying all night. And we have to turn them over by hand. There are technologies, but this is a pilot experiment. We are seeing if osmotic dehydration technology developed in our Institute of Market Gardening can be adopted by producers of the Vistula cherry from the Sandomierz region here. And the cherries of lower quality, once sorted, can be used to make cherry juice. There is great potential in the Polish cherry and the Polish blackberry. We try to help as the Institute. We are helping here right now. I came here to pilot production. I hope that this will be a basis for further promotion to encourage someone to invest in production.
Tutaj teraz przyjechałam prowadzić tą pilotową produkcję. Mam nadzieję, że będzie to dobry materiał do tego, żeby promować, zachęcać, żeby ktoś zainwestował w produkcję.
It seems simple. Turning cherries into raisins is probably a great business idea. The market is on the lookout for interesting products, but investors are needed. The kitchen incubator on its own is not enough, and its basic function is quite different. We had a chance to find out about this.
Ten inkubator powstał w wyniku wielu lat pracy naszego stowarzyszenia nad produktem lokalnym polegającym na tym, że
Our incubator is the result of many years of work of our association with local products. This has involved working with 50 farmers and working with them over many years to present their products at fairs. They were also supplies for our internet shop. The experience has convinced us that sales, once we have a market, once we have really aware consumers, require also that farmers have a space for producing their products that has the conditions that allows them to certify their products and secure permits from the sanitary authorities. This is most frequently the biggest problem small farmers have to face. Those who produce from time to time in small amounts and only when they have a surplus of their farmers can bring us their fruit and vegetables. The women in our cooperative process them in our incubator, and the farmers can collect processed products and sell them using our distribution channels or completely independently on their own.
gotowe już produkty do dalszej sprzedaży albo z wykorzystaniem naszych rynków sprzedaży, albo swoich zupełnie niezależnych.
Inkubator przetwórczy to jest wspaniałe przedsięwzięcie. 18 kg.
The kitchen incubator is a wonderful initiative. For example, we put 18 kilograms of apricots into a machine. We put them in and add some sugar because we have to add something so that after drying out, some of the sugar still remains. And this machine does all the drying, and that's all. We don't lose any vitamins, we don't lose any minerals, and this fruit can be in a moment poured into jars as processed products. Close the jars, pasteurization, and that's all. So it's a very fast process that makes making processed products so much
I
easier.
to wszystko. Także to naprawdę jest bardzo szybki, ułatwiający nam proces tworzenia przetworów.
The Sandomierz region and southeast Poland are known for their honey production. For some it's a passion above all. For others it's a business. Janusz Gębicz is first and foremost a fruit grower, as he explains. The bees help him rest and help him solve various problems.
Rynek był bardzo słaby, się jeździło na giełdy, nie sprzedawało się tego produktu i trzeba było przyjechać do domu z towarem.
Sales were terrible. We used to go to the wholesale market and we couldn't sell our products, so we had to come back home with our products. What to do with them all? Throw them out or eat them yourself? But these amounts, 200 kilos, it's just too much to eat. I remember it was winter time and there was a training in Wikozy, and at this training we were given the opportunity to process our products. I suggested to my wife that we do the processing at home. She told me I should pack and leave. Probably the whole house would have been soaked. Also, everything would have to be processed, and we would not be able to guarantee the quality. So I called the food technologist in Wikozy, and an opportunity opened up. I was able to process quite quickly and quite easily my cherries. First of all, we were going to make jam, but during the processing it became clear that we could make very good confiture. Adding just a little sugar and a little of some natural ingredient, which is pectin, to condense.
Małe ilości cukru i trochę tego naturalnego składnika, jakim są pektyny, żeby zagęścić.
For many farmers, the basic question is where to sell their products. In Sandomierz, this problem was solved in a straightforward way. A shop known as the Bread Basket was established, and that's where you can buy all these products.
Próbujemy tak jakby wejść w taką lukę, która się zrobiła z jakichś tam powodów na rynku z lokalnymi przetworami, ponieważ nasza
We are trying to fill a gap in the market, which has appeared because people want to buy locally processed products. Because our Sandomierz region is rich with fruit and vegetables, we know these products from shopping chains, but they are of lower quality than those produced once upon a time by our grandmothers. These are the products in our breadbasket. Fruits processed according to old recipes, from natural fruit, from natural vegetables. And this kind of products are valued as healthy, and people look out for them more and more. The products in our breadbasket are sourced from artisans, from local producers. From what we see, tourists appreciate these. They buy them for the gifts, so they can take them home from Sandomierz. They show these products in their own part of Poland. They choose culinary products. From what we have, they can get them in our breadbasket.
Doceniają turyści. Głównie kupują na prezenty, żeby wywieźć coś sandomierskiego, prawda? Pokazać dalej w Polskę. Wywożą właśnie takie prezenty kulinarne, których tutaj źródłem jest nasza spiżarnia sandomierska.